We all grew up watching cartoons, but what if I told you that beneath all the colorful animation and lovable characters, some cartoons have taken viewers on surprisingly dark and unsettling journeys? Today I found a bunch of episodes that some of you may remember, but if you didn't, it's good to stay away from these episodes. And remember, if you want to stay safe from these creepy episodes, make sure to like and subscribe. The first one we will be looking at is Teletubbies. This was a cute old show that had cute chubby bears with TV screens on their bellies. I personally watched a few episodes, but never noticed anything off. Apparently there was a creepy episode. Let's watch it together.
There was one episode of Teletubbies that was so creepy, it ended up being banned from TV. The show was already a bit strange, but kids still seemed to love it. That all changed with an episode called Seesaw. According to rumors, when the episode was shown to a test group of kids, many of them started crying because of the scary animations. Before I show you what it looked like, make sure to subscribe. The episode included strange, moving cutouts of a lion.
I'm the scary lion with big, scary...
and a bear-like creature, both with weird, unsettling faces. And just wait until you hear their voices.
For some reason, I thought it was going to be about the Teletubbies, but the puppet-like creatures were very disturbing. I don't know about y'all, but I will always be afraid of dolls with like the lines on their faces. I don't know why. But anyways, I don't blame them for crying. I cried when I saw Barney when I was growing up too. Let me know what type of things spook you still. The next one is Adventure Time. This is one of my favorite cartoons of all time. I know there is a lot of scary and creepy meanings in this show, but hopefully it's not what I think it is. Anyways, let's play the clip.
But it kicks Jake in the face and literally breaks Finn's leg and knocks him out. Finn wakes up in a hospital bed and he tries calling a doctor, but no one answers. And then things get really weird because he can't.
Does anyone hate when cartoons shows limbs get cracked or deformed? It makes me cringe so hard.
Find anyone. So Finn gets in a wheelchair and begins rolling around the Candy Kingdom to see if he can find anyone. He hears someone going through the trash, and it's Jake. Only there's something really wrong with him after hitting his head. Jake thinks everyone is throwing him a surprise party, and that's why they're hiding. Finn goes to the fountain to take a bath, and he also tries to lure out all the candy people, but doesn't have any luck. Then later that night, Finn tries to tell Jake that the candy people could be in trouble, but this makes Jake freak out. But anyways, they end up going to bed, and Finn hears weird noises coming from the sewer, which he thinks might be the candy people. This is when Jake says something insane. He's apparently been waiting for the surprise party for 6 months. 6 months. This makes Finn realize that he's been asleep for months and Jake lost his mind.
Oh my. Do you guys see his eyes? I'm pretty sure Jake is possessed or seeing imaginary people.
So Finn wheels away as fast as he can, but the wheelchair breaks and Jake catches him. Jake now has Finn tied to a pole and he looks absolutely crazy. But Finn manipulates Jake into freeing him by telling him he wants to join his party. But Finn makes a run for it again and even breaks his cast. This time he actually makes it into the sewer, and what they find next is crazy. Every single person from the Candy Kingdom, even Princess
Oh man, why does every sewer remind me of Heidi the Clown?
Bubblegum is stuck in some weird sap. Jake starts saying, "Surprise, surprise!" And this makes Finn think that Jake is the one that did this. This makes Finn mad, and he punches Jake so hard that he knocks him back to normal. Jake picks up Peppermint Butler to apologize, but he tells him that Jake's not the one who did this. It was the weird deer that broke Finn's leg. So Finn tells Jake to free the candy people while he fights the deer. And so Finn and the deer are wrestling until bam, Jake drops 2 cinder blocks right on this thing's head. The candy people push the deer deeper into the sewer and everything goes back to normal. Finn also did all of this with broken legs, which is so impressive. This episode was really creepy and I actually enjoyed it a lot. The fact that this deer stomped on Finn's leg was really unsettling to watch, and it's also pretty scary that the candy people just vanished after he woke up. And imagine what would have happened if Finn and Jake never went to the sewer. What if Jake stayed crazy forever? And don't even get me started on that creepy deer. That scene where he takes off his gloves.
Off topic, but he reminds me of a dentist. Am I crazy?
Was straight up terrifying.
Anyways, I do remember the deer episode and it was very good, but it was scary, especially since I used to watch it alone. The deer must be a reference to creepy myths because I don't know, but I see a lot of creepy videos on possessed deers. I feel for those cute creatures. The next one is Phineas and Ferb. This was a cartoon that played on Disney XD. I used to watch this show during summer all the time and just really enjoyed the vibe. Hopefully y'all watched this cartoon. It kind of shocking that this show had any creepy episodes. Maybe I haven't seen them anyways. Time to play the clip.
Phineas and Ferb just released their creepiest episode yet, In an earlier episode this season, Buford created a bunch of Candace skin suits, and at the end of the episode, one of the molds that got tossed in the trash ended up getting hit by Dr. Doofenshmirtz's Revivinator. And now, a few episodes later, the now alive skin suit has come for revenge. First, it tries to eat Jeremy, but he escapes. Then, it hunted down Dr. Doofenshmirtz. It ate him and possessed his body. Then, Candace and the possessed Candace suit get into a fight, and Dr. Doof was able to escape in the process. But the suit still got away. So everyone tried to hunt it down until once again we get a Candace vs. Candace showdown. Except this time, it seems like Candace came out on top. But it's revealed that the suit actually swallowed her and is now pretending to—
I am totally out of the loop. I thought cartoons nowadays were way less scarier. I'm glad to be proven wrong.
be her. And so the suit creepily takes over Candace's life. It's not until Candace says that she has to help her brothers until
This is just reminding me of a skinwalker, but 100 times worse.
Jeremy realizes that it's not her, because Candace would never do that. So they use a giant banana peeler to get her out. But then they realize that the Candace suit never asked to come alive, and it's just been living its life with everyone afraid of it, and was just taking over people to try to seem normal. So the gang comes up with a solution and takes the Candace suit to the Himalayas. And there, Candace suit and magical old-timey bathing suit live happily ever after.
Okay, that was pretty wholesome. I actually felt bad for the thing now. But it's still weird seeing it take over human bodies. That really gives me the weirdest feelings. I will say that one was the most disturbing one so far. Hopefully I didn't jinx it. The next one is Tom and Jerry. This is a cartoon that everyone should know, but if you don't know it's okay because it was a very old cartoon show. Anyways, this cartoon was very creepy at times, especially since Tom the cat did some gruesome things sometimes to get Jerry. Let's hope this clip isn't as bad. Tom, like it's just a mouse, calm down. I like how it went from the most gruesome scene to the most wholesome scene. That was definitely on purpose. Anyways, these are just one of many disturbing scenes in cartoons. I honestly have no words for some of these, but it's still interesting to see them being seen as not adult rated. Hopefully y'all have a great day, and I'll see you on the next episode. Bye everyone.